What's up, guys? It is Drew with Morning Momentum Room, and today was July 27th, 2026, and I traded for small cap stocks like I always do on this account. And I'm going to go over kind of what happened. I'm recording this the day afterwards, so I am watching a video of myself trading so that I can skip to the pertinent parts quicker. So this is just the very beginning of the day where I'm buying everything. I saw a little glitch there that it was plus $300, but I don't think that was real. Now, Lion Group holding right there, this is like the biggest win for it all day long. And I even do kind of consider selling it for a moment, but I don't, because I assume it's going to go up more later. That ended up being one of the losers today. So let me just give you a quick rundown of what happened. This one, BIYA, BIYA, that one was the biggest winner. ENTX, which I just quickly went over, was the second biggest winner. And then Lion was a loser for me, but I had chances here to make money with it, 1 or 2%. And the last one, let me see if I ever go on it. See, that's a bug. It just went down 50% momentarily. And GMEX, that's the other one. That was also a winner today. I'll show the percentages at the end of the video for exactly how they did. But, okay, so at the beginning of the day, there wasn't any serious action. None of them were going up by such an amount that I wanted to set my stop loss or get out of them. None of them were going down too majorly, so I stayed in all of them for this beginning phase. This one was down the most, ENTX. So I was keeping an eye on it to make sure it wasn't really dropping, which would mean that so many people are selling off that it's going to have a hard time recovering. But it was fine. Minus 5% is not that bad. And the first major action happens a few minutes beyond this. Let's skip to almost 5 minutes in. And here I was seeing GMEX was up slightly. Lion was now down. It never went up high enough for me to want to sell it, and now it was down a little bit, so I'm just staying in it, hoping it'll go back up. But GMEX, I sell here because, or no, I don't sell it here, but this is where I see that it's lingering. So even though it's kind of trying to go up, it's staying so still at this price, which means the selling and buying action are kind of fighting each other on that. And then BIYA I'm looking at, because that hasn't really started to go up yet either. And GMEX, for me, this looked like a good time to sell because it wasn't flying upward, and it had moments like this where now it's back down. So I'm just waiting on it to be a winner. And then I look over and see that BIYA is up 5%. So now, honestly, I should have waited longer on this one, but I do decide to set the trailing stop loss here. And it follows it up to 10 or maybe 15%, so it was okay. 3% is pretty tight. And then I sell it there when it's up 150, and it keeps following it up, so I have some chance to look at the other ones here. That's a good time to put a stop loss at a moment like that. And then I see it go down slightly, but turn around. Luckily, that doesn't kick me out with the trailing stop loss. ENTX is still down, but now it's the 5-minute mark. So now I'm looking to see what's happening with the price action later on. I see GMEX is back up from being at 0. So now I do sell it because I'm worried it'll go back down. But ultimately, looking at it now, which is, it's a little bit of hindsight, but also it didn't look like it was going to go down just yet. So if anything, I should have put a trailing stop loss, even though it was really tight, because really it wasn't up that much. So it's kind of a not great sell for me. Only like $40 on that one. And then ENTX still looking like it's going to go up, so I haven't lost faith in it yet. Lion went down, so I'm hoping this 5-minute turnaround is going to affect it. Let me see what the next one is. Oh yeah, BIYA's down now. So now when I look at BIYA, I see that it's got me out with the trailing stop loss at that spike. But it does continue to go up to $4 and a little bit more. I don't think it reaches $5 though, which would have been a humongous win. And you could kind of see from the price action on BIYA that it wasn't going to go all the way to $5, at least right now, because it's not flying upward, even though it is going up pretty quickly. ENTX does look like it's going back up here, so that was getting me happy, because that means you're going to make money on that. Then I look at BIYA again and see that it did continue to go up, but the trailing stop loss wasn't the worst thing in the world. It would have been better to put it now, of course, after it succeeded at that price check with that little dip. And now I'm looking around. So now I'm out of GMEX and BIYA. I'm only in Lion and ENTX. And let me skip ahead here to around this time. I'm still in those same two stocks at this point. GMEX went up slightly more than I sold it for at this time, but they took a long time to win. But a trailing stop loss would have been perfect there. It would have saved me a little bit. Not saved me a little bit, I would have won more. So Lion is looking bad again, which is unfortunate. And this takes a couple more minutes of me looking at the two stocks I still have. So you skip a little bit more. And then Lion was, did I just see Lion be up? Oh no, it was this one. So yeah, now I see ENTX is finally up, finally winning. But now this is another mistake. I think I just sell this outright because it's only up 2%. But at this point with this upward trajectory, I should wait. Because it doesn't look like it's going to go back down right now. So it probably would have been better. Oh, actually it does go back down right there. But I think I stick around and watch them for a few minutes. Now this is 15 minutes in or so. And I see ENTX is back up again finally, and I just sell it. Because I don't want it to go back into the negative, and I saw how it was, I don't know. It looked like it wanted to go negative again, so I just sold it there, and then looking at my total for the day was up 191, so I just decided to sell Lion as well, because that's plenty. And that 191 includes that money lost right there on Lion. So then I sell Lion and I'm done for the day. I see Lion is up $4. And the final for the day, I'm up 148 after everything. So it was an okay day for me. Not absolutely amazing, but there was a couple mistakes where I could have made a lot more. If I stayed in on GMEX and if I stayed in on this one, ENTX, while they were in that upward trajectory, then I could have hit a bigger win on them, or I could have set a trailing stop loss on either of them. But once again, I was afraid with ENTX that any sort of trailing stop loss would have kicked me out at a bad position, so I did just decide to leave and take the win. But yeah, that was today. I'm recording this the day after, so I'm probably going to record the one for today also, even though the day is not finished. It's still 11:30 my time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video tomorrow.